What's happening, Carolina fans? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands, a podcast related to all things Carolina Panthers and North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm your co-host Tony.
And I'm your co-host CJ.
Let's go. CJ, what's happening with your cousin? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good today, cuz. Feeling good. Real
Talk
good.
about it. Talk about it. Tell the people why you feeling good. Come on now.
Let me tell you, Detroit got an overhand right, boy, in the tune of what was that? 320 yards rushing
Yeah,
from the Panthers as a team.
we handed them a family dinner pack last night. 320 piece
Ooh.
wings flat, Cajun spicy.
Nah, not even that. We gave them the dirty, the ground. We gave them the four from Wendy's. You know,
Oh,
they
that
got
4 for
those cheap.
4.
Yeah, they got those cheap ass whooping.
Alright. Well, shit, let's get right into it. Tell me what did you like the most about the game yesterday, and did it play out how you expected it to?
To be perfectly honest with you, the thing that I liked the most was the play of Sam Darnold. I know that sounds weird because we did a whole lot of good things,
Oh,
but
wait a minute.
yeah,
Hold wait a
yeah,
minute.
yeah. I know,
Pause. Pause. Stop
I
the
know.
presses.
Hold on,
I No, because
wait a minute.
I don't think I heard you right. No, 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 no.
You heard me right. You heard me
No,
right. I
just
said I say it again. I say it
okay,
again.
thank you. Yeah.
The thing I liked the most was the play
Uh-huh.
of Sam Darnold. He was 15 to 22,
Uh-huh.
250 yards. He had a
Uh-huh.
touchdown. His
Uh-huh.
QBR was 85.6, and he had a
Uh-huh.
121.4 passer rating. You know, he was consistent.
No,
And you know what?
no
And like we always
turnovers.
talk about, no turnovers. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was consistent. And I mean, and the pile on top of that, we had 200-yard rushers. Um, the defense really made Detroit's offense
One
you know,
dimensional.
I'm not yeah, they really made him
Made it
a
one
non-factor for
dimensional.
much of the game.
They had
You know,
50 less than 50 yards total rushing.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had and let me say this, I appreciate all the Detroit fans that commented, you know, on our preview video because you know we're a young channel, we're just getting started. So I'm gonna say shout out to them because I really do appreciate them coming on and commenting.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a lot of we were going to get dominated and there was no way that we're going to win comments. And
Oh,
yeah, yeah, that didn't
I
age
don't mean
well
to
at all.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me just read a couple comments.
Go ahead.
Lions fan here found you guys going to sub and like it. You know that was cool. I
Yeah, he
appreciate
was cool.
yeah.
Yeah, we
But
appreciate that one.
here's the other one. Lions will win, but the Panthers will win the NFC South. Lions are going to
Another one I can
dominate.
take. He was good. He was
Yeah,
all right. I
Lions are
appreciate
going
that
to
one.
dominate your team. If you can't score at least
This
24
is it.
points, you in for a long game. Oh, really? Really, Manny? Okay, Manny. Well, let's see what you have to say about this 37 that we just hung up on you. Oh boy.
Boy. Mm.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. When Chuba Hubbard
Yeah.
had that first run and took off, I said, "Ooh, it's gonna be a long day."
But you know something that you we all have been critical of, but I'm just talking about just me and you. You have been more critical about it than me, and I was happy to see it yesterday. Ben McAdoo was in his bag.
He was
Ben McAdoo was in his bag. He was calling some plays. I'm like, I have not seen this play all year. That
all
very
year.
first run that Chuba had when he went outside
Hmm.
tackle, I
Yeah.
was like, they haven't ran like that all year. I was like,
Mm-mm.
but that was smart because
Yeah.
Detroit came in thinking you were gonna do one thing and you hit him in the mouth doing something else. I was like, okay,
Hmm.
Ben. I was like, go
Yeah.
off then. Go
Yeah.
off.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly. And the same thing I've been saying, you know, get that running game going. You throw in some of that play action pass, get creative with the plays. And I think that's what he did. And I've been
exactly
talking
what he
cash
did.
shit about Ben McAdoo all season long. Even after we started winning a few games, I will admit I've been talking junk about him all year long. But I
Yes,
I
yes,
wanna
you
say that
have.
yesterday was probably his best game that he called in my opinion. So
Yes, it was.
I'll give him props for that one. That was
Yes, it was. I
he called a
definitely have
good game yesterday.
I have to agree with you on that. That yesterday surprised me. It had me in here. Like I even sent a message out on Facebook. I was like, Ben McAdoo in his bag. Let me find out. But hey, I was happy to see it. I was kinda awestruck for a moment because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Am I getting punked? Am I watching the actual game? Because this don't look like the Panthers offense that we've been witnessing all year, and the kind of
Mm-mm.
offense that most fans have been looking for or been hoping for, you know? So, hey, he was in his bag yesterday. That's all I can say. That's the only way I can explain it.
Mhm.
He was in his bag yesterday, and I appreciate that. As a Carolina Panther fan, I
Mhm.
appreciate what I appreciate your work yesterday, Ben McAdoo. Hats off
I
to you,
second
sir.
that. Hey,
Hats
I
off to you.
second that. Cause my thing is, when you run for 320 yards and you can come right behind that with a quarterback who is managing the game, but threw for 250 and has some really big, plays in the midst of that.
Yes.
And DJ Moore with that insane toe tap on the
Oh
sideline.
my God.
Yeah, man.
If that don't
Hey.
make, toe drag swag, look, me
Mm,
and, what's his name from used to be on Good Morning Football? Nate Burleson
mm,
with the toe
okay.
drag swag. Some that better be in somebody highlight, this week. I know that.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
that
should make
catch
Sports Center there.
yeah, that was like that catch was crazy.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? And even the thing I like even more about it, they hurried up and got their asses to the line and ran the next play. Next play was a damn dud, but Detroit didn't have a chance to challenge the play at all. Even though it was, a catch because they replayed it a billion times. But
Yeah.
I like that they recognize that sense of urgency. I don't know if we were quick on the trigger or Detroit was slow on the trigger, but I'll take it either way.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Either
sir.
way. But I gotta I mean I gotta give and you know what? And the O line had their worst game last week. This is probably by far one of their best games because you know who we did not hear of at all?
Aiden Hutchinson,
No, sir. Ain't called his
not
name
not
once
one time.
about being in the backfield, being in Sam Darnold's face. No, nothing. I think he made a few
Nah.
tackles, you know, but
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah, that was it. But yeah,
Mhm.
that defense came out and I mean that I'm sorry, that offense came out with a whole different attitude. Like they last week there was four wait, I'm not saying last week. I'm sorry. Let me back up. In our preview, there were four things I said I was looking for. I said I was looking for a better passing game, better tackling from the defense, reestablish the offensive line, and take care of the ball and create turnovers. I would say that's a check mark for all four. The passing
Yep,
game was
sure
better
is.
yesterday. You know, Sam Donald threw for like we said, a modest 250 yards, a touchdown,
Mhm,
no interceptions. He didn't fumble the ball, anything like that. He didn't put the ball in a harm's way, which I greatly appreciated. The
mhm,
defense did better tackling. The defense gave the defense had better tackling yesterday in holding the Lions running game to 45 yards rushing. So we
mhm.
won the trenches on the offense and the defensive side of the ball yesterday. So
Yep.
I was definitely happy with that. And I was definitely happy that not only did our offensive line help the offense churn out 320 yards on the ground, but it kept Sam Darnold clean. So it was like you got 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? We ran for 320 yards and we didn't allow no
Mhm.
sacks. We kept our quarterback pretty much clean all day long.
Yeah. I wanna
So
say 0 sacks, 0 pressures.
yeah, 0 sacks, 0 pressures. Yeah, so and we took care of the ball. We won the turnover
Mhm.
battle. We didn't have no turnovers, and we created one when we recovered the fumble when Yetur
Yeah.
Dos Matos recovered the fumble when it looks like Detroit was getting ready to go in for a score in our red
Mhm.
zone. So
Yep.
all four of those things that I was looking for, all four of those things got check marks. I honestly have to say I was completely surprised by yesterday's game because I did not know how the team was going to respond and bounce back after getting a butt whooped by Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that they took it personal. They
Mhm.
went back and refocused, got in the lab, got looked in the mirror. Whatever
Mhm.
they had to do, they did it, and they came
Yeah.
out. Detroit was, hey, Detroit caught a body.
Oh,
Detroit
yeah.
caught a body yesterday.
Sure did.
No, they caught a
Mhm.
body. That's all I can say.
Hey, they sure did. The only bad thing from this game is that, JC Horn apparently has a broken wrist. So and
Yeah.
then I keep hearing about it might be season ending, and I'm like, "Ooh, I hope not," but yeah.
Um.
So that's gonna be a rough one for us going forward, but we'll save that for another video.
That would be very rough. The one thing I will say, being the competitor that I think JC Horn is, They're I'm hoping that it's not bad to the point where they can't just club it up for these final 2 games. Just club it up, and he can
Yeah,
just
I was
play with
thinking the
one hand
same
because
thing.
we need him on the field. We
Yeah,
need him on the field in
we
some
sure do.
capacity. Yeah.
We
So
sure, but you know what? We need him on the field. But if that man is injured and he can't go, I completely understand.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
as much
I
of a beating
definitely
as these
understand
guys
that.
take. Hmm. And
Yeah.
they got to look out for themselves. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, man, I'm just overall happy. Overall happy. You know, I'm
Listen.
hoping that we can go ahead and do this the next 2 weeks. You know, and then what the old folks say back home, the if. Now it's a big if. You know, if we can win these final 2 games and win the division, you know, we can say, look where God brought us from. Won't He do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Won't he do it?
that's a big if. Anybody listening to this, I'm not saying that it's a guaranteed, you know. And it was one comment on there that said we do a lot of we say a lot of I think instead of a lot of analysis. And you
Yeah.
know, my thing is that's what we do. We
Right.
have to
I
give
mean,
our
it's all
opinions and
speculation.
our thoughts. Yeah,
It's
it's
all
all speculation,
speculation. So, yeah,
you know. But yeah, like I told him,
I
I still
think,
appreciate the
I
comment
hope.
though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this one particular fan, you know, he kinda gave us props, but he was like, "But don't expect the Panthers to win. I enjoy listening to you guys, but don't expect the Panthers to win the game. Detroit has
Yeah,
been lights out against the run. You guys need to run the ball to win." Oh, really? You know what? You exactly
man.
right. You exactly right, sir. You are exactly right. Time of
Hey.
possession is how you win. Ain't going to happen. Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I think Mike needs to rethink this comment. He needs to.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it was 35-27. You know, time of possession. And I'm not gonna lie, when I read that comment, I went straight to look at Detroit stats from like the last, you know, since they've been on this six they've since they gone 6-1 in the last seven.
Right.
And and I was like, you know, lights out is what Pittsburgh did to our running game and what we did to Detroit's running game, you know, yesterday. And I was like, they only
Yeah.
had, you know, maybe their last 2 games, you know, I would consider them, you know, okay, they were, I guess you call it lights out. But,
Mhm.
that comment kinda sounded like, they have been holding everybody to, 20, 30 yards for however long, since the last 7 games or whatever.
Like, they had the
That
top
one
ranked
kinda
run game, run
yeah, I had
defense
to
or
go think
something.
about that one.
Yeah.
But, hey, I appreciate the enthusiasm though, because I will say this, the Detroit fans, they definitely showed up on this post.
Yeah, I
Definitely
ain't
showed.
mad. Hey, I ain't mad at 'em, and ladies and gentlemen, the only reason that we doing this because probably for the first time this season, we had some fans interact and engage with us about the
Mhm.
upcoming matchup, and we just, we caught a lot of smoke from them yesterday. There was a lot of doubters, and I ain't gonna say haters, but a lot of doubters, and
Yeah.
rightfully so because their team was on a 6 game winning streak, and we had
Yeah,
just got our
buddy.
ass handed to us. But
Yeah.
we just kind of returning the favor of what we received over the past 2 days, and it feels so damn good.
Don't it?
Well, you got anything else before we get out of here, man?
Nope. As always, hire Steve Wilkes and keep pounding.
Already. Well, that will do it for us this week. Our next opponent is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Sunday at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, Panthers fans, keep pounding.